Good morning, loves. December 12th, 2025, right at almost 10:05. No jive. And here's Battykins. She's not being camera shy. No, not at all. Batty's quite the kitty, but she doesn't belong on the table. That's a boundary. Absolutely. Yeah, that's a boundary. And she's learning you don't cross boundaries with me because, we have boundaries and they're for safety. You see that candle right there? You ever seen a kitty on fire? It ain't pretty. People do this stuff. They light kitties on fire. It's awful. Wouldn't you say I would, really? But the purpose of this video actually is to enlighten me. Totally. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend smoking to anybody. I didn't smoke for 20 years and yeah, I smoked for 20 years and I quit for 20 years. And then I picked it up again and my lungs got better and my heart, a hole filled in my heart. And I didn't have a hole in my heart anymore. It's the weirdest thing. And I lost the oxygen tank and the CPAP machine. When I started smoking, it was the weirdest dagnap thing. Quite the miracle, I'd say, really. But that's just me. You can call me crazy at 118. That's okay. Yeah, Battykins. Yeah, she's, they always like to get in your way and you have to wait patiently, don't you? Patience is a virtue. And yeah, patience totally. And I was told by one of my daughters, I have many, that you have the patience of a saint, Mommy. Hmm? Yeah, and I said, no, I ain't no saint, honey. No. Anyway, yeah, that was for a birthday. Anyway, yes, but I do have the patience of a saint. I found out, actually. She was right. I was wrong. I was wrong in so many ways. But there was one thing I was not wrong about, actually. If you can believe it or not, I wasn't wrong about some things. I was kind of right. And when I was right, I wish I was wrong. And when I was wrong, I wish I was right. But here's a heavenly light that will blow your hair back if you're willing to ride it out with me. Because it's really cool, actually. 10:06 on the yeah, because it's kind of a mystery. Okay, and there's so much confusion here, isn't there? Really, that's gematria and stuff. But I'm going to read this with you because I don't think people have the patience to want to know the truth, and this probably hit many of you right between the eyes. No lie, but hey, I love you. That's no lie. So anyway, I don't lie. I'm not allowed to, really. And if you saw my dad's palm, Robert William Ryder, yeah, his pinky was as big as my thumb. So I didn't lie because, boy, I paid the price. And I didn't sit for 3 days, eat, sleep, nothing. And that's if I told the truth. If I lied, that turned into 3 weeks. Oh, yeah. And that was, agony. For me as a little girl, actually, with hands like that, bare paws. Anyway, this is to enlighten thee. Yeah, because I cried many nights. Because I tried to lie twice, and that cost me 6 weeks of absolute agony, and you don't want to know. I'll spare you, okay? But this will enlighten you, totally. Okay, so it says, Lucifer versus Satan, the great occult lie that changed the world. For centuries, humanity has been fed a doctrine that collapses the moment you touch the ancient sources. The idea that Lucifer and Satan are the same entity is not only historically false, but spiritually misleading. Definitely. And haven't we been misled? Absolutely. And falsities, hey, they'll believe the lie before they'll believe the truth, right? When the truth is far more entertaining, isn't it really? A real lie? Serious lie. Totally. Yeah, I'd say anyway, but you can call me crazy. And then it goes on to say, once you step into the world of occultism, mystical linguistics, and ancient myth, you discover a truth that is brighter, darker, and far more explosive than anything taught from modern pulpits. Lucifer originally meant Hillel ben Shakar, the shining one, son of the dawn. It was an ancient poetic title for the morning star, Venus, rising at the edge of daylight. Just like love. Yeah, Venus. And Venus is in, definitely. Uh-huh. And, okay. Yeah, I gotta click on it again and move it up there. Hey, come back here. Come back here. Did I do something wrong? No? Okay. Let's see. See, now I gotta pick up. Creator, director, can we cut on the set? I messed up. Can we take a second? I'm on 527 now, so. And Batty crawled up in my lap again. It's a pretty baby, yes. Is it Batty? Batty meow? Yeah, I'm taking my time. I guess we'll take this to 13 or something, Batty. Is that okay with you? It's okay with me. Because we have the 13th commandment that I brought them into to enlighten them. And then we have the 13th consolation of Fucus, which we're in right now, actually. And yeah, anyway. So bring that back because I got to start again. Yeah, we're taking a break on. Yeah, thank you. I needed to breathe. Yeah, you'll edit this. You won't punk me again, will you, creator? Oh, thanks. Okay, you'll do the edit. Yeah, audio, visual. Yeah, you heard it from director. Yeah, you're going to have to cut this, and edit it because I messed up. So you'll have to pick it up, okay? All right, yeah. Oh, yeah, we're riding in the limo tonight. Yeah, the Maserati, 20 feet long with, burgundy with the leather interior and the stereo system. Oh, my gosh, you can hear it resonate through the whole universe, can't you? In the darkness, in the no-thingness. Absolutely. Batty, I told you that's a boundary. You don't cross it with me. Why do people always want to break boundaries with me? It's crazy. Battykins doesn't even obey me at 10:10. On the 12th, Jeffrey Robert Bowers' birthday. Yeah, the Demon Force is coming alive in 1965. Rob Zombie song that belonged to him specifically. Yeah, but he taught me some great lessons. So anyway, and gave me my two sons, which are very beautiful to me. Yeah, Lucas is actually one, and he's the only one living thanks to AIDS and HIV. Thank you, Anthony Fauci. Oh, yes, you will answer to the heavenly for that one. Oh, yeah, absolutely, and you don't get away from that. You Shakar. You ask, because Hillel ben Shakar was actually the angel, Lucifer, otherwise known as, anyway, the Shining One, the Son of Dawn. It was an ancient poetic title for the morning star Venus rising at the edge of daylight. And I know we're on break. Oh, okay, we got to go live now. All right, ready on the set? Okay, I'll wait for action. Okay. All right, there we are. Lucifer originally meant Hel ben Shakar, the Shining One, son of the dawn. Yeah. It was an ancient poetic title for the morning star Venus, rising at the edge of daylight. It belonged to astronomy, mythology, and esoteric symbolism. Rome used the same name to describe Venus, the bringer of light. Confirmation. Venus, the bringer of light. Nothing about this title refers to a demon, a devil, or a cosmic rebel. Even though I'm 29th degree Aquarius and I'm a rebel, God, heavenly help me. Lucifer is the flame of illumination and the torch of awakening. Esoteric schools across the ages saw Lucifer as the archetype of enlightenment, the spark that challenges the darkness of ignorance. Yes. And Batty, you just won't stay away from me, Battykins. That's okay. I love you, kitty. I got to get to the next page, actually. Where's the next page? Okay. Let me see. Am I in the... Yeah. Yeah, you're going to have to cut this one on set. Darkness of ignorance. And many are in ignorance because you even say Lucifer's name and they don't want to hear it. It's so sad. They're so ignorant, Battykins. Because they just don't know. Just like in the time of Yeshua, Emmanuel. They didn't know. So you know better than that. And you're a kitty cat, aren't you? Yeah, I know better than that. Laura Lamb Ryder, even though her gematria says Lucifer, she's my mommy and she loves me. She does. Clean my ears and everything. She takes care of me. And she lets me play with her flower of life. Yeah, her necklace. Yeah, that one. Yes, Batty loves the flower of life, don't you, Bet? Yes, Batty plays with that. Yeah, flower of life, and it looks really good on Batty, too. Totally. Isn't that precious? Yes, absolutely. Yeah, it's flower of life. And I let Batty play with my necklace. Beautiful tiger's eye. It's amazing what you can see in a tiger's eye. everything, actually. Yeah. So back to the story. I'm going to 13. Hopefully I can get it done by then, but I can't guarantee anything. Okay. Mystics recognized him as the inner light rising within the seeker. This image has nothing in common with the medieval caricature of a horned infernal creature. Satan, on the other hand, oh, Satan, the spirit thereof is awful, is not a name at all. It simply means the opposer or the adversary. In the oldest Hebrew texts, Ha-Satan is a title for a cosmic prosecutor, a spiritual challenger, and a force that tests the souls. The soul. Even in the book of Job, which is Laurel Ann's favorite, this figure walks among the divine council as an agent of divine order, not a rebel, and certainly not a fallen star. No, the spirit of Satan sits in men, doesn't it? And where they allow Satan to sit in, well, then that could be like as in insinuate, to insinuate and break the eighth commandment. And insinuate that someone is something that they're not. Bearing false witness, that's a big one. And I've had it done all over me as Laurel Ann, And the Holy Spirit just uses me as an instrument, you see? Yes. Okay, so move on. So how did Lucifer, the light bearer, become fused with Satan, the tester? It was not Scripture. It was not Jesus. It was not Judaism. It was the ladder machinery of church tradition. Of course, I have to get a spam in the middle of this. Okay, and we'll ignore this. It's worth, because I'm trying to enlighten them from their ignorance. Okay, will you give me a few more minutes? I can go to 1333 or something, director, creator. Yes, because I got interrupted. Is that okay? I interrupt all the time, so please forgive me. I'm so sorry. Yeah. Thank you. I love you too. Yes, you forgive me anything. All right. And yeah, sound room, editing. Yeah, you'll cut it on the floor. It's okay. Anyway, it's just an interruption. It happens all the time, really. All right. It was the ladder machinery of church tradition, theologians seeking absolute authority, and the politics of empire. To control minds, you need a terrifying enemy and a forbidden light. So they merged enlightenment with opposition and demonized both. Oh, ignorant chips. That's okay. They had a purpose. When religion fused Lucifer and Satan into one figure, something more sinister happened. The archetype of enlightenment became the image of evil. The force of inner awakening became taboo. And the cosmic principle of resistance became misunderstood. Didn't it? Class, we're on 1333 now. Should I continue? Yes? Oh, the angels are, rooting you. You go, Laura. Yeah. Oh, if music starts right now, I wouldn't be surprised if, the angels are here and present account, but I can see them, other people can't. It would probably scare the chips at them if they could. But that's okay, I can. That's understood. Batty, yes, you're purring like a... Yeah, you're purring. Yeah, of course that's stuff for you, my little girl. It's a pretty girl. Mama's reading, and you like to listen to Mama read. Okay, let's see. Where did I leave off this time? Let's see. It's accentuating, and Mother Earth is expanding, absolutely. All right, enlightenment. Come on back. There you go. My phone's playing with you, see? Device, yeah, and I've had many vices in this life. Enlightenment with opposition and demonize both. When religion... Oh, wait, I'm messing up. You see how I am? I'm a work in progress. Aren't we all, though? Totally. At 1443, 1444, exactly. Let me see. All right. When religion fused Lucifer and Satan into one figure, something more sinister happened. The archetype of enlightenment became the image of evil. The force of inner awakening became taboo, and the cosmic principle of resistance became misunderstood as absolute darkness. A spiritual deception was born, designed to bury the ancient mysteries under fear. Occult teachings draw us a clear line. Lucifer is the archetype of illumination and self-realization, while Satan is the archetype of resistance, friction, and spiritual testing. One operates as light, one operates as shadow. They are not enemies of God, nor are they identical. They are two separate initiatory forces, guiding the soul in different ways. This is the secret the world was never meant to know. When you separate Lucifer from Satan, a doorway opens, and the spiritual map rearranges itself. You begin to see that rebellion can be sacred, that light has a shadow, and that awakening has a price. You also understand why and what hasn't it cost me. Cost me my children through a Satan-filled system, CYFD, Raton, Taos, Colfax County, and how they desecrated me and violated my rights in 6 ways from Sunday. And that is all coming back their way, I guarantee. Even if this video goes on to 22, I don't care. Mr. Carlos Cordova, you were innocent, sir. Yeah, you were accused mercilessly by my daughter. I'm not mentioning any names. And my ex, he knows who he is, yes, did this. And I also understand and recognize this ain't the end of it. I guarantee it. It's just the beginning, really, because there is a price. And I paid the price for awakening. Okay, totally. You also understand why the system had to demonize the light bearer. An awakened mind cannot be controlled. The sacred. And that's exactly why they persecuted me and prosecuted me and stole my children and gave them to a pedophile who traded them for me, which is really sickening. And I tried to prove it, and I tried to tell him, and you got to stop. You got to stop. Stop repeating. And I stopped going back as much as I'm the light bearer and I told the truth. And I was authentic in love for my children, trying to rescue them from Satan and the spirit of therein that lives in Michael Rubin. I don't have to say his last name. It would go against my DV where I can't give away the name of the guilty because they appear innocent when they're not. And it is what it is. And I've said it to everyone. I've tried to expose it to everyone. And poor Carlos Cordova is doing 5 years on in the depths of New Mexico prison for nothing but being a good foster dad and trying to protect my children like I did. And what happened? The Taos Colfax County CYFD system, April Jolly, Terrence Cam, and all of them left my children right there with him in darkness. And they're still there. They're still there. In the darkness with this dude. Okay? With, yeah, not me. Who would have protected them, definitely. No. But they couldn't stand my light, you see. Radiant Rider, they couldn't stand my light. It was too much for them. The truth was too hard for those who were supposed to protect children and be on guard. They gave him because he's a veteran. And his boys in blue, they're going to protect you know who. The biggest Satan spirit this planet ever knew believe me, you. Okay? Yeah. You want to talk about Satan, you might want to talk to, Michael Rubin. I'm not mentioning last names, okay? That way I don't violate my DV. God help me. And the Heavenly has helped me, absolutely. Definitely. This is my gematria, right there. 595, Lucifer's real name. Yeah, let that pop out at you, will you? So now at least you know who you're dealing with here. And I'm not ashamed of being Lucifer at all. Laurel Ryder, Lucifer's real name, or vice versa. Lucifer's real name, Laurel Ryder. At least you know who you're dealing with. No wonder you're so afraid of me. I think you knew all along, really. Oh, I love this one. Go back to that. He feels fear because he lied. I wonder who that would be, really. I'm not mentioning any names, really. But here's my 595. Laurel Ryder in gematria is 595. Decode, decipher. Okay, it is what it is. First and foremost, I'm that. And I always was. I always was. I never lost my faith. I always followed Yeshua. Something big is coming? Oh, no kidding. Yeah, the truth will hit. And memory, I have an 85% or better. People, places, things, events, descriptions. Okay? I wish I could be forgetting. Most of the games I played as a little girl were memory games. Forbidden fruit, oh yeah, you know, AIDS and HIV. Thank you, Anthony Fauci, who turned it into COVID country. Okay, and I'm praying for everybody. Okay? I totally am. So now you got the whole picture in reverse. Frontwards and backwards. And I'm still praying for you. I love you, loves.